Hey, what's up, everyone? Silver Doge right here, and just wanted to give you a brief video on my way to work. Last night we hit an all-time high, like 23,000 in the market cap. We got up to 65 holders, and this morning we're down to about 8,300 USD market cap and 51 holders. So we've survived our first. What they would call a rug pull, and you can look to me and see that I actually bought at the height because I was like, yeah, I believe that this coin, I want to buy more of this coin. It has no intrinsic value, but I also believe that there's the possibility of having hundreds of thousands of holders because hundreds of thousands of people, I think, are interested in collecting this. So the challenge for me as the developer is to essentially get it in front of the correct people that want to collect this for fun, for entertainment. Last night, and of course, it's like when you're trading anything, trade baseball cards, trade books, whatever it is, there's usually an exchange of value unless you're giving something away for free, but then that isn't the word trading. So this is just, trading a meme, collecting a meme. It's for entertainment purposes. And I have to be very, very clear about that because that's what it is. But it's interesting to talk about some of the stories of people that I observe, and, people as in wallets, right? Because that's the only thing that I'm interacting with is typically the wallet. Sometimes they'll DM me and say, hey, cool project. And, they'll want to solicit a pump, and it's just like, hey man, you're welcome to buy in anytime you want, and welcome to join the community, right? It's an all-inclusive community. If you believe in the project, go ahead, buy in to the project, collect the coin, because you have to buy it to collect it, right? That's how Pump Fund works. It's a movement in that regard. So I really think that there's a cool community starting to form, because the all-time high, it was 300, 400% increase in 3 days. I held, the vast majority of people held, but when you have 65 people, one person might own 2% of the entire meme. And so what they do really has an effect on the rest of the market, and that's what happened. I think there was only there were 15 people that exited from the all-time high of 23 to I think it started to get more solid around 12,000. So from 23,000 to 12,000, 13 people left, and they left in different quantities. Maybe I forget how much. I think it got up to 58%. Of all the coins that have been minted or created. So I think up to 58%, but don't quote me on that because I'm just going off my memory as I'm driving into work. But regardless, when they left, the market restabilized at 8,300. And again, I'm saying this just for informational purposes. This isn't any investment advice. This isn't anything like that. And I know if you're going to watch this channel, you're going to hear me say a lot of those disclaimers because that's some of the things that people in the past failed to do, and they got into a lot of trouble. And I can't afford to get into trouble. I'm not LeBron James to where I can afford fines or whatever. So I had to read things about the SEC and make sure that, okay, if it's a meme coin, it's got to be for entertainment purposes. Any of the work that you do can only be for entertainment purposes and for enjoyment. You can't expect a return. It has no intrinsic value. Yada yada yada. All of those things, and all those things are true. And if you go to my website, silverdogecoupon.com, you will see that it's plastered all over the website. It's like, this is just for entertainment. But what's entertaining to me is wanting to create a community of hundreds of thousands of followers of the Silver Doge, of collectors, people that are interested in the meme of silver. Silver, the precious metal, something I collect. And that's part of the reason why I created this coin, is right. It's something that I'm passionate about, and it's entertaining to me. And silver just recently hit all-time highs. on the market. It's like $66 USD per troy ounce or whatever. And I just believe that this meme has worldwide interest for fun, for entertainment. And if you look at some of the bigger, meme coins out there like Bonk or Shiba Inu, all of those, have hundreds of thousands of collectors. And I never felt really a part of those. Like I'm a Silver Inu millionaire. Like I have 16 million coins of that, so I think that's now worth like maybe $150. But at its height, it might have been worth, do the math, right? 400, 500, 600, whatever, 700. And that's fine, but I just don't, that community didn't really speak to me. Like killing the Doge, like, no, I like Dogecoin. I don't want to be part of the Dogecoin killer, which is the Shiba Inu coin. So I wanted to create a place where we could come together, we could collect, we could meme silver and, just have that fun and that entertainment. So I really do believe that there are hundreds of thousands of people out there that want to collect this. It's just a function of, can they access it, and then, well, do they know about it, and can they access it, right? That's the thing. So yesterday I gave a kind of like a giveaway of Silver Doge on X. I put a post out there, and I had some good traction. I got 10 wallets within the first 12 hours or so. And I know I only said I was going to give away 200,000 to one wallet, but I was like, this is so early on. Like, I want to increase, people's ability to have this coin, to collect this coin. So I just sent 200,000 to all 10 wallets. And then today, with the ones, because I'm hitting that 24-hour mark, with the ones that I haven't sent to, I'll actually put them into the random generator, and then pick the winner, so to speak, of that giveaway. Because it's just, you're giving away stuff for free. So that's all it is. There's no purchase required or anything like that. So I'm just giving it away to friends, and it's just like, these are friends that I meet on the internet, and you know how scary that is. But in this case, it's like it's documented, right? Like, they reply to a post with a wallet address, and then they repost it, and then that says, okay, they're a friend. They're somebody that wants to be aware of what I'm doing in this regard. They might not care about anything else I'm doing in my life, about remodeling, about roofing, any of that, and that's fine, because not everything that everybody does is interesting to everybody else. So anyways, that's kind of the update. And I guess if you got time to listen to a quick story, because this is kind of a funny experience, right? I'm closing on a flip house today, a house that I intend to fix and put back on the market to sell. And I'm excited about it because I got it for relatively cheap, because it's got a lot of problems. And so I'm excited about bringing this old house back to its former glory and giving it, selling it to somebody that will appreciate it, will use it, and be grateful for it. Hopefully my target price, at this point, I'd be really happy if I could sell it for 90,000 USD. I think the market would probably be closer to 75,000. Even if I put the highest appliances in or whatever, the area of this town that it's in, I just don't think will bear that much more. And it's a small house, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 720 square feet. So, even if it was at $110 per square foot, we're only really looking at about 78,000 or so. And that'd be great, because, that would give a family, a person, affordable home, and it would also, pay me, right? That's just the point of work. So then I can invest more in the Silver Doge community and all of that type of enjoyment and fun. But the funny part of this story is that I got a loan for this house back in July, and it was like $25,000, and then they took out the fee, the startup fee, whatever it was. So I got a loan of like $24,000. And at the time, Solana was booming and cooking, and I was like, well, I could have this $24,000 sitting here, not gaining any momentum, and I'm paying interest on it, or I can put it in a place to get some interest-bearing account. So I put it in Solana, and so my purchase point was $197, averaging. For that $24,000, and then it's like it took forever for this house to sell because we had to get lawyers involved to do some title work, and so literally almost 6 months went by. And so what happened in July to now in Solana. It's trading at $120. So I lost, I don't know, $8,000, and I don't recommend doing it to anybody, especially as a loan, right? It's like I needed to pull that money out to buy the house. So I mean, I'm glad that I had enough to buy the house, but Jesus, lost it. Is the opposite of what I was hoping for, and that's the nature of cryptocurrency. And memes are just even more volatile, more ethereal in that. And of course, like the Silver Doge is not meant to be financially traded and not meant to have any of that intrinsic value. It's just supposed to be for collectors that want to share the meme and embrace that community. But it's just like there's risks always associated with it. So I always I put money in Silver Doge that I can lose, right? Because that's just the easiest thing to qualify it as. It's like, this is a passion project. It's not meant to make money, but I would love to see the community grow to 1 million wallet addresses, people that love this meme to the level that some people love pudgy penguins and Shiba Inu and all of that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it's like lost a lot of money in the crypto space, made a little bit but lost more than I've made. But I really enjoy this aspect of it, the creative aspect of making it so that people can essentially just be full of passion and creativity. So anyways, that is the story, my friends. I'm coming up to the house and I need to get to work. So appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll do the next video I'm gonna do is gonna be a giveaway video. So I will talk to you guys soon. All right, God bless. Namaste.